Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon toward evening. Okay. Hello, Beck. Would you like to introduce yourself,
Yeah,
please, and your background, please?
So I'm a volunteer at BC. I come from Australia and I've been volunteering at BC for about 2 weeks with my friends, including on this trip that we're on to Sumbawa right now. And yeah, I've just finished university. I was studying engineering and German, and I've grown up in Perth all my life, which is the capital city of Western Australia.
Oh, great. So, how did you know about our foundation?
I actually found out about BC through Cam, my boyfriend.
Oh.
And Cam is currently one of the other volunteers at BC. He went in 2019, I believe.
That's right. That's right.
So he already had your contact, and going back through Indonesia, I think it was very on his mind that he wanted to revisit and see what had changed and so on. So I think the rest of us were all very excited to do that because it was a great opportunity to meet locals and things like that and do something a bit different.
Yeah, that's true. So before you arrived to the foundation, so Cam already contacted me first.
Yes.
And he say hi to me on a message on WhatsApp. Hi, Mr. Tony. I would like to come to Lombok.
Yeah.
So now I'm on the voyage with the ship from a German ship, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was really happy for that. And with whom will come, Cam? I will come with my 3 other people. So one is my girlfriend. You had a girlfriend. Yeah, because 2019, Cam was traveling with his friend, and volunteering about 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, well, it might have been his previous girlfriend even, if I remember correctly. But yeah.
Wait, Cam and I forgot her name.
Rosie?
Rosie? Are you sure?
Well, maybe it was someone else then, if it wasn't her.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway.
Let's continue. So what did Cam told you about the foundation and his experience, and also about the program at foundation?
Yeah. He told me it was about teaching English to people in Lombok and also helping them develop their hospitality skills. So he told me about how the students also practice taking orders and making food, and so there's kind of 2 sides to the foundation. And he also mentioned that when he was there in 2019, also part of the volunteering was helping develop the foundation in terms of building a classroom or something like that. So he said that was a big part of his experience there at the time. And also then just more widely spending time in the village, getting invited into the house for tea and things like that just by locals. So that was the image he painted for me. So I was very excited to come because that sounded really lovely.
So you even imagined what you would do then, before you arrived into the foundation.
Yeah.
All right, so what was your first impression once you arrived at the foundation?
It's quite clear actually in my mind because we drove in a car, so we had gotten a taxi ride from the marina where we'd been staying, and immediately, like when we drove into the foundation, into the campus, we were greeted by many students, and they all were super friendly. They were saying hello. They offered to take our bags, so it was a very positive first impression. And then I think we came over to the undercover area where we met Mr. Audi, and then he introduced himself, and we sat down and chatted to him and some of the other volunteers that had just arrived. And then I think we met you maybe 30 minutes later or something like that. So it was really nice. It had a very relaxed atmosphere, and everyone seemed, very happy there.
Thank you. All right, so how did you help at the foundation during your stay at the foundation? I mean, with Cam and Lota and also Dom. How did you assist and helping with the student at the foundation?
Yeah, I think so. There was a few things. The first one was taking over some of the English teaching lessons. So from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's normally, if there's no volunteers, then all the teachers at the school will do 2 morning classes and a nighttime class, and we took over the second class of the day while we were there. So we put together a little English lesson that we would take the students through, and sometimes we would help with the evening classes as well. So that was the first thing we did, and I guess we're able to provide the perspective of a native English speaker, so that helps me with developing like an authentic, English speaking tone. Then we also just spent time with the students, talking, having conversations, doing
That's the most
activities
important,
together. Yeah, just casual interactions, which I found really enjoyable. Also, staying at the homestay, the students got to have some practice with us, taking orders for drinks and food and making us food and stuff, which sounds funny to me to describe that as an asset to them, because that felt like such a luxury to us, especially because all of that is not really something that we pay for. That's nice that actually can feel like something that you can contribute as well. And yeah, also the students practice their tour guiding on us, taking us to the waterfall nearby, to the swimming pool, like a natural swimming pool, and also taking us up Mount Rinjani as well, which again was like very enjoyable for us as well. Yeah.
Right. So that's why we need volunteers exactly at the foundation. So by having the volunteers, exactly, it's like what is the experience that is explained. It is great opportunity for them exactly to interact and fluence the English. And imagine if we don't have a customer at the homestay, or we don't have any volunteers like you and Dom, Cam, and also Lota, right? So the students would not have opportunity to practice their hospitality knowledge. So it's just a theory there. So by having volunteer event, the students will be forced to speak out their English. Sometimes if we just having our local teachers, they are too lazy to speak in English. Why? Because if I, for example, try to speak English to them, sometimes when they don't know the meaning of what I speak out, they sometimes just speak in Sasak or in Bahasa. So by having volunteers like you daily assist the students and also making them force themselves to find a new vocabularies and trying to understand every single words that coming from native speakers like you, right? Right. So
let's say quickly on that, because I agree a lot that that's really helpful. From my own experience learning languages before, it's always been, I've been lucky enough to like go to the country of the language that I'm learning, and that always was where my language skills like got a big boost, because I was forced to, through immersion, actually practice a whole lot more than I ever was doing back in Australia. And also learning on the job in hospitality jobs for me it was a big learning curve, but you definitely need the practical experience to feel confident going into a job. So I'm really glad that they get that, because otherwise I think they would be really, really nervous, instead of maybe a little bit nervous going into their first job.
All right, so it means that we agree, So at a small foundation like us, we need the volunteers exactly to assist and support the students to increase them faster to get fluent English. All right, so then I would like to ask about so far, because we are NGO at the foundation, so we don't have any funding from the government. So that's why we just we have a homestay exactly at the foundation, which means to support the foundation and of course my family a little bit. So we put it on Airbnb and Booking.com also. Like sometimes we have customer, but when somebody like from Europe, Australia, or America, when they try to reach me and then offer themselves for doing volunteering at our foundation, so I try to explain about the stages of our foundation. It's NGO, and then we want to accommodate them exactly for free, everything with the stay and food. But because our foundation is again NGO, we don't have a certain income, so that's why we just require a small donation from or support or contribution from the the volunteers, and this contribution goes to the volunteers itself. So we just so far we just require $10 USD
Yeah.
for each volunteer. So, what do you think about this contribution or donation? Is it worth it with what you get with the experience, with the food and the stay and everything at the foundation?
Yeah, it's completely worth it from my perspective. I mean, I think we would probably pay more to do it, you know? And like, obviously, yeah, the volunteers are contributing something themselves, so there is some kind of value both ways. But yeah, even being able to stay there and get fed and be shown around and like interact with locals, all of that for only $10 a day is like more than it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what about the food?
Oh, I love the food. Yeah, it was really nice. Because I think we've also eaten at restaurants so far in Indonesia, and the homestay food has been different, which I assume is more the way that locals eat. So that's been really interesting. And I also thought the students were very accommodating of making us vegetarian food. After the first day or so, when we explained that we don't eat fish or meat, they very quickly brought us food that suited our needs from then on, which we really appreciated. And it's been really delicious.
Thank you. Very happy to know you enjoy our food, exactly. All right, so let's talk about the tourism a bit. So far, when you stay at the foundation and going around Lombok, and today also we come to Sumbawa, very happy. We visit the students' house and do promotion here. So what do you think about the tourism in Lombok and Sumbawa so far that we experienced together?
I think it's been lovely, and what can I say about it? I think Mount Rinjani was definitely a highlight for me. It was a very difficult experience getting up the mountain. So it's more than 3,000 meters high, which was a big challenge for me. I've never hiked that tall, to such a high elevation. But that was probably one of my favorite experiences, being guided by the students and by you and Mr. Ardi as well to go up. That was one of my favorites, but also some really beautiful natural places, such as several waterfalls in the area we were shown to by the girls there at the foundation. And
oh yeah, you went with the girls, right?
we did.
Oh,
I
okay,
think it was their first time as well, which was lovely. Right. And then we also went with Raya and Yoga to the swimming pools. And I think what was nice about it was a good way to become closer with the students. So there are tour guides, but also we can just build a closer connection with them as well. And then that is nice when we come back to the foundation. We have, I guess, more in common, or that sort of thing. But yes, I think it's quite a nice alternative to booking a standard tour with a tour guide that maybe does this all the time and maybe has like a standard routine that they often go through. It felt very organic and kind of like almost like like friends, being shown around, which is very nice.
You can read there on the homestay notes, right? Come as the guest, stay as how to say that? Remember?
Yes. So stay as friends, leave as family.
Yes, that's right. Okay, you remember that.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, talking about volunteering. So, how will you recommend people, friends or family, or some travelers later when you continue your travel to Europe? How will you recommend people to come to our foundation?
Yes, I definitely am planning on doing it, as in recommending this place to other people. Definitely friends my age. I think this is a great thing to do as a young person who wants to travel. It's a very economical way to spend time in a different country. I think after this, since I've been at the foundation, I've started to think about whether I want to get a teaching English certification of some kind, which you can do online, because I've just found that very rewarding. So I think traveling with a bit of a purpose and doing it through volunteering is something that I hadn't done yet, and I have been really glad to.
So is it the first time for you to do like teaching English?
Yes.
Oh,
and to
thank
do like a
you.
work away kind of experience as well. I think others in the group might have done this before, but for me it was the first time, and I think we're planning to do it a lot more on our trip.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think it's something I'd really recommend, especially for people who are a solo traveller as well. It's a nice way to build more long-term connections with people instead of going from place to place and only meeting people for a few days.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you. All right, so I want to listen for my last question, I think. Do you plan to come in the future again?
I think if I'm in Indonesia again, which I expect that I will be, I would like to come
Promise.
back. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
yeah.
think because you want to go back to the places that you have fond memories of, and I don't think everyone wants to always go to a new place every time they travel. So yes, I would really like to, and I don't know when that will be, but
Yeah.
Australia and Indonesia are so close that I expect I will be back.
Yeah, so that's why, as I said, we are all family as the motto of the foundation. So make BC as your second home
Yeah, that's
in
really
the other parts of
lovely.
the world. Yeah.
And I'm very excited to see how the foundation continues to grow, because even in the 6 years between when Cam came and we've come together, he said so much has changed. I know you have
Yeah.
lots of plans for the future, so I really hope to see it, in a new form as well when I'm back.
I mean. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's all.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank you so
Tony.
much for your time, and
no worries.
see you again.
Yes.